it comes to this, what do you bring to the table topic, right? And this video is called Impact. In business and in life, in your love life, you get people to fall in love or want to partner with you for two reasons. Either you make a positive difference or you solve a problem. If you're both, you're a rare breed, especially if it's consistent, right? Let me repeat that again. The way you get somebody to fall in love with you or um or want to do business with you is either you make a positive difference, because even enemies come together if they know they have an enemy, you have an enemy in common, and you have to both make a positive difference, or you have a problem you gotta solve, right? You partner with people for two reasons. You either solve a problem or you make a positive difference. In business, the harder way to get paid is you make a positive difference, because positive difference doesn't come immediately. Solving a problem does. Um, or it can come a lot faster, I would say. Um, so a lot of people, because I'm in sales and I spend a lot of time alone. And when people have a problem with the question, what do you bring to the table? You get asked that all the time in McDonald's, in different restaurants, different places. What do you offer? Buy whatever you're selling. So when I see people in the US say you don't you what do you have to table? You have a problem with that. It's because you offer nothing. When you really have something you offer, you don't have a problem sharing it. And here, you know what's crazy? I was reflecting as I was saying that out loud. Whenever I met somebody who had a problem sharing what they offer nothing. Like I'll never forget. I was talking to my coworkers who used to work at this job. We met two or three times, and we never partnered or came together because I never got to know what problem she solved or what positive difference she can make in my life or others' lives, right? And whenever I try to ask her, okay, what do you bring to the table? What are you offering? What are you selling? Oh, that's so good. I'm gonna put that on TikTok. Do you know every time I asked her, what does she offer? She dodged the question, and I got less and less and less interested in what she was saying. And when I listened to what she was saying, she sounded so no vice. She said so many ignorant statements. Like I told her, you sound like a big fish in a little pond. And she said, I'm proud to be that. I said, that's a negative statement, right? And she said so many ignorant statements. She said so many things that are no vice or somebody who don't offer nothing's perspective. And what I mean by that is she would say things that a person who offers nothing would say. A person who's very no vice in what they do would say. A person who doesn't have much results would say. And it's fascinating to see, yo, um, it's fascinating to see uh it was fascinating how aggravating she was whenever I asked her, okay, so what do you offer? Because I'm a giver. I don't steal from people. I don't do none of that goofy shit. So when you tell me something, ideas come to my mind, resources, Instagrams. Let me tell you how my mind works. Every time you tell me something, it shows up in my universe on how to help you. That's how my mind works, right? And that's why I gotta start protecting my mind. But every time she told somebody like me, like an incubator of ideas, resources, time, information, every time she told me that, I got less interested in what she was talking about. And I found out how stupid she was. How either stupid, when I say stupid, meaning ignorant in the way she thought and the way she presented herself. And I said, sweetie, you not selling nothing new under the sun. Like, you probably not doing nothing that goddamn special. So, what's up? Like, you can't even give me the general idea of what you do. Forget the, oh, um, oh, oh, yo, oh, I do hair and I'm gonna do it a certain way, or I do food and I do it a certain way. I get it, your signature sauce, you don't gotta tell me, but who do you serve? Like, I don't really care about your signature sauce. Especially, here's the thing about a person like me. If I'm not in your industry, I don't give a fuck what you're doing. And that's always been me. If that's not what I do, I'm not gonna steal from you. I don't have time for that because I'm not gonna get out my lane to go get in your lane to go try to do what you do. Like, that don't make sense to me. Like, unless it's something like it's either three things: real estate, online marketing, or e-commerce. That's the only time. If you told me an idea, I'll apply it, or I'll maybe copy it or something. But if this not one of those three things, I don't give a fuck. It's like, oh, I'm gonna look at you like I'm dumb. Like, oh, okay. And I'm not gonna know what the fuck you talking about. So, you know, but whenever I spoke to this woman and I asked her, what do you bring to the table? I even asked a friend that, and she felt like, oh, I don't owe you no explanation, but I said, you want my time, energy, resources, and money. And you know what's funny? Every time I told her, she recalled me and like she was trying to say hi to me and all that because she understood I knew more than her. And every time I chin checked her, I was like, and she was like, she was trying to brag to me about her self sufficiency, how she got a nice apartment and all this other stuff. I said, sweetie, your self sufficiency is not an accomplishment. It's what you're supposed to do. Like, kudos to you. Like, I know what it's like to get on my own. I respect it. It's an achievement to some extent, but it's not an accomplishment like 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 I feel like your self-sufficiency is a private accomplishment. If you want to make it public, cool. But like, it ain't nothing to gloat about. You feel what I'm saying? I never understood you putting a roof over your own head and you putting food in your own table in your own belly. That's nothing to gloat about. That's nothing you look at it tell other people like, yeah, I put food on my own table, bitch. I pay for my own clothes, my own car, my own like are you not supposed to do that? I'm confused. Why are you uppity about that? Like, if you were 21, I'd understand. Like, if you just got out your parents' house, I hear you. But welcome to the real world. She already had two kids. I'm like, Miss Ma'am, what are you gloating about? Because nobody gives a fuck around here. But that's not even at the top. But when it comes to impact, when it comes to dealing with other people, it's either you make a positive difference or sometimes a negative difference. We'll talk about that another time. Or you solve a problem. And a lot of people are so hung up on the fact that they don't want to do either. And when you're lukewarm and you don't want to say how you're going to do either, you become worthless. When you can articulate and do either of those two things, you become worthless. You need to be able to articulate how you serve somebody. It's important. And also how you're being served or not being served. Because here's the thing, when you know what you bring to the table, you know what your requirements are, what you can and can't do, what you can and cannot be, etc., etc. It's not a dumb question. Like I'm about to repost this video, this lady who says, why are women all fixed up about what do you bring to the table? Don't you ask the same questions indirectly? What's his job? Where do you work? How much you make? What's your credit score? Where do you live? When you travel, how's your relationship with your mama? Isn't that all the same questions, but in a feminine way? But if you want to impact somebody's life, those are the two things you need to do. And once you figure that out, you can dominate anybody's existence.